Now, I know British food gets a bit of a bad rap. And I get it, the Brits tend to use unappetizing names and unappetizing ingredients. And unfortunately, it's because of this misunderstanding that you're missing out on one of the best British foods, bangers and mash. But even then, it falls victim to Britain's insistence on using packaged, processed, mass-produced ingredients. I mean, come on, one of your most famous chefs made fried rice using pre-packaged, boiled in bag rice. But it doesn't have to be that way. I can show you how to make bangers and mash, even the onion gravy, from scratch. Okay, before we take care of the banger portion of the recipe, let's take care of the mash first. So I have here a pot filled up with water, to which we'll add 2 pounds of russet potatoes. Alright, bring this to a boil. And let this cook for 15 to 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, pour our potatoes into a colander. Okay, and once we drain our potatoes, transfer them to a bowl. Let's season them with 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of freshly cracked black pepper, 1/3 cup of sour cream, and 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Mash away, my friends. Alright, let's give these taters a taste test. Oh, hell yeah. Got it right on the first try. Okay, now that we've given our potatoes the office space treatment, let's finally move on to the bangers. Specifically, sausage. Specifically, 1.5 pounds of pork sausage. Oh, and before we toss these in our pan, let's give these a nice prick with a knife. Because as we cook these, steaming grease is going to build inside the casing. Eventually, Dirk Diggler here will spray hot grease all over your face. And I don't know about you, but getting a bukkake full of hot grease isn't my idea of a fun, kinky time. I'm not kink shaming. If you do like getting hot grease sprayed in your face, then you do you. I have here a medium-sized cast iron skillet, which we'll then set over medium-high heat. Let's also add some oil. Alright, once that heats up a bit, let's place our sausages in. And, well, cook them. Okay, once they're nice and brown on one side, flip these over. Okay, once they turn brown on the other side, flip it. Well, try and lay it on the unseared side. Sear the final side. Okay, once they're brown all over, take them off the heat. Okay, with our sausages nice and fried off, let's get to the next step, the gravy. And listen, if any Brits are watching, I want you to take that tin of Bisto gravy and throw it in the trash. Why can't I donate it to a food bank? No, you can't. Haven't poor people suffered enough? Besides, your delicious onion gravy is all right here in this pan. First, you're going to need 1 onion sliced into little half rings like this. Okay, and as that sizzles away, let's season everything with a teaspoon of salt. 1, it adds flavor. 2, it helps draw out some moisture. So cook these over medium heat until they're mostly caramelized. Okay, our onions is mostly caramelized. Let's turn the heat down to medium-low. And let's deglaze with 2.5 cups of beef stock. Scrape all the bits off the bottom. Now let's take our onion gravy from yummy to, oh my god, this food is so good, I'm gonna cut. Quarter teaspoon of fresh chopped rosemary. Half a teaspoon of freshly cracked black pepper. Half a teaspoon of granulated garlic. 1 teaspoon of Worcester sauce. Notice how I did not intentionally mispronounce it for an overused joke. Take note. And an optional ingredient, a quick sprinkling of MSG. And finally, let's thicken everything up with a cornstarch slurry. 1 tablespoon cornstarch to a 1/4 cup water. Oh, and here's a tip. Don't wear sandals when working around hot liquids. Okay, once our gravy thickens up, kill the heat. Let's go in for a quick taste test. A bit more Worcester. And a bit more salt. And now we can finally plate up. And there we go, nuts. You now know how to make bangers of mash from scratch using ingredients you more or less already have in your pantry. And if you don't have these ingredients, well, grab some quid, hop in your lorry, and drive down to the nearest sustenance center. Oh, I assume that's what you call grocery stores over in England. This has been Chase Cuttin Kitchen. I'm CRJ, making cooking fun and meaning it this time. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, smash the like button. If you really liked the video, become a subscriber and hit the bell notification icon. I upload every Thursday. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and support me on Patreon. Okay, so if hot grease getting sprayed in my face isn't my idea of a fun, kinky time, what is? Watch that one episode of Family Guy. You know which one I'm talking about.